Hello and welcome to Essential Flight Technologies Electronic Flight Bag, Chartflier. This video will introduce you to the basics of Chartflier and provide an easy demonstration of what the electronic flight bag can do for you. First, we start off with, this is based for a tablet computer but can be used with a regular computer. If you take a look at the cursor, if you right mouse click over any major object, it'll tell you about the object, and you can simply ask for the procedures or information about that object. So an airport, right mouse click on it, bring up the information on it, and by just clicking on a VFR level, it'll bring you back to the map. This will also work for fixes, as well as intersections and VFR reporting points. Chartflier is based on the simple concept of one button. If you click on the Chartflier button, it brings up the soft keys. The left side is procedures and charts. The right side is features and zoom levels. So I can zoom in. I can zoom out. Or I can pick some different features. So a couple of things we do before we go flying is first, and we verify that our subscription data is current. You can click the download button at any time and it will validate all of the data. When you close that, you're back to the main menu. So we can check on TFRs. That'll take a while, so I won't click on download, but if you need to, just click on download prior to flying. I did this just before we started the Chartflier demonstration. What a TFR looks like, let's pick a very easy one, which is the Washington, D.C. area, and we can show it on the map. And that's what a TFR looks like. It is not updated in flight, so you need to update it prior to or have an ADS-B receiver on board. We can also go over here and we can look up an airport that we're considering flying to. Today's flight we're looking at perhaps going to 47 Alpha, Cherokee County, and I'm kind of interested about it. So it's got 2 runways, we know a little bit about it. And we're going to say, okay, well, let's do a route. So we click on Chartflier, route. We're going to go new. First thing it asks you is where are we going, where are we leaving from, what is our origin. In this case, it's PDK Airport. We'll select that. We're going to go to 7 Alpha, Cherokee County, and I'll select that. If I wanted to go somewhere along the way for a flyby, I can do it one of 2 ways. I can add a waypoint, an airport, a VOR, an intersection, or a user-defined waypoint. In this case, I'm going to add an airport, RYY, Pelham Field, and it will add it in. We can also edit the route by simply doing it in text. We could type it in. So if I want to take that out, I can simply remove it and say OK. The route updates automatically. This allows us to take a complex route that we received from ATC and put it in directly without having to do a lookup. I can route on the chart. By simply clicking show. I can bring that down to a VFR zoom level. At this point, we're going to fly over maths just to give us enough time to show some of the features. And I'm going to add the math part, which is 1,800 feet, and I don't think we'll be flying into that today. So we'll start our flight with the start, and the airplane takes off. Now, if we're flying along and we wind up encountering some IFR conditions, we can simply switch over to a VFR and IFR chart by clicking the IFR button. In this case, if we were told by ATC to route via Logan, we could simply Logan, add it to our route, and we can see the IFR detail. Now we also support, if we were up at 8,000 feet, we have IFR high-end routes as well. But we'll go back to our VFR flight. Now we're flying along and consider the idea that maybe we'll shoot a practice ILS. So we go over to our route. We click on our destination and click on procedures. In this case, I'd like to shoot the RNAV4 approach and take a look at it. So I'm going to just take a look at it real quick and say, yeah, I kind of got that. And our initial approach fix will be out here at Zaxel. So we're going to add that Zaxel to our route. So we go over to our route function, and we can add a waypoint. And we will add intersection Zaxel, Z-A-X. E, and there is Zaxel. All right, we can go back to our route again. Show me that on the map. And we can see the Zaxel section. Now we're flying along. I'm going to take the flyby off Mathis, and we're going to remove that. Give us a little more direct routing as we go out to Logan. Prepare to set up Zaxel. Now, as we're flying along, we might want to flip over to the IFR, and we can do that at a higher level of zoom. And on the moving function, it will bring back to wherever the airplane is en route. Now, this is the airport we left, and what we do is we go over to route, the airport we're going to, select it, and now we can take a look at any arrival. Well, there isn't a Diffie 1 arrival. Yeah, we could look at that. If you take a look over here in the margin, it'll tell you whether the chart is current or not. And we'll get back to our map. Down here at the bottom, we have our speed, our course, where's our next waypoint, bearing, and estimated time en route. At any point in time, modify the route simply by clicking on a point, adding it to the route. Logan, and off. The key to Chartflier's innovative technology is the simplicity of the menu. Just by clicking the main menu, it always brings up the same choices. If we were flying, we thought maybe we were somewhere like Athens, we would just simply click Look Up, bring up Athens, the airport, and then we'll possibly take a look at it on the map. And when we're on that, we can right mouse click and look at information, procedures, add it to our route, or simply to the menu. So we'll go back to our flight in progress. And this will conclude our demonstration of the chart flight.